Alright, well, I got the transmission open, obviously. Only had 3.5 casualties, so 3 broken bolts and one that is so mangled that the head is, you can't get a ratchet on it anymore, so I have to replace those. But it looks like they are all exactly the same, so all I got to do is take one over to the hardware store and they should have a match of some sort I can buy. Let's see. Okay, so the brake is no longer seized, or at least the brake disc is no longer seized. Obviously it's not on there, but it looks like what happened is the brake pad kind of melded on there and got stuck, which I've been given to understand is a rather common problem. Another thing I'll have to work on is these little pins are stuck in there pretty good, so I have to get those loose. This is the, I don't know if you call it the drive shaft. So it's fine except for the very top where the top circlip goes. That's where all the rust damage really occurred. All the teeth on all the gears, everything looks perfect. At this point, the only thing wrong is this shifter. The shift fork, yeah, it's seized, and it looks like it's all one assembly and it has to come out this way, so all this rusty crap has to go through that hole where it's already seized before, and it's going to have to move a little bit before I can take this part off. I can take this off anytime. I'm just trying to minimize the number of things that I get, you know, dust and crud all over. So because right now everything in here is immaculate. It's just it's in perfect shape. There are needle bearings down in there where the shaft goes. They're great. This thing, all of this stuff is working, no problem. Well, I had some success. So all this corrosion here was what was keeping this guy all seized up. So now that it's off, I can get that cleaned up, put a new O-ring on there, and should be good to go. Well, 2 out of 3. That one came out, this one came out, that one broke again. So that's going to have to be drilled and tapped, looks like. But that's okay, I can do that. Also, I was cleaning up around here anyway, and I guess there's a brake pad on the other side of the brake, so the disc has two brake pads. I didn't know that, so there you go, now I know it. Okay, I've got an O-ring to replace. Let's see. There we are. Boy, that actually kind of looks like it's on purpose. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Goes right in. Aha! Okay. So we now have one of these that moves. Okay. Cool. we'll come back and do that again after this guy's had a little bit of chance to dry some more. And start working on getting everything all nice and clean so we can get it back in one piece, huh? Okay, did some wire wheeling, thread chasing, filing, so that guy's all cleaned up. I've decided to replace these with new bolts, but I clean them up anyway because the new ones won't get here for a couple days, and I may use these for some future project that doesn't matter if they're rusty or not. Anyway, so everything's clean, everything's dry. I did discover these two bolts are actually just a little bit longer than the rest of them, and they had red Loctite on them. I wonder if they went in these two center holes here. Make sure my hands are clean enough to do this without getting junk in here. Let's see. There. We have a handle. One there. Next, other handle. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, so I think this needs to go in, but it needs. Oh, go turn around here. I'll turn assembly upside down. I did assembly upside down. That's what I did. Now assembly upside up. Okay. That's not lining up. How's it done? There we go. That's neutral. Okay. Four. Okay. Nice. Back to neutral. That's neutral, right? Yeah, neutral is the spacer here. Okay. So I think this is reverse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think, or it could be the opposite. I don't know. But anyway, the important thing is we need. Next we need the okay. Neat. Okay, before we put that in, I'm pretty sure we put the gear selector again. Look at this. Hey, no. Actually, let's see why. Some. Should be. Yeah. 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 Yeah, and this guy goes up here. Turns that, so we'll turn. Oh, I wanted to take that out of there anyway because I wanted to make sure I had lots of grease on this part right here so it doesn't seize up again. There we are. So well, that wasn't near as difficult as I imagined it to be for some reason. Oh, there isn't a circlip that goes there. There's a shoulder there. Okay, well there you go. That explains why I was having issues. This is just here to keep this from falling off. There we go. And this one for some reason doesn't have an O-ring. And there we go. That turns. Oh, that turns. And differentiates. Alright, pop a few screws in temporarily. 4 would probably do it. far in is that supposed to go? If I remember right, it was flush. Let's try it. Oh, hang on. I'm looking at the wrong shaft. This one's the one that moves, it looks like. So I think that's reverse. That is moving backwards. Okay, so the next one I think is neutral. And nothing's moving. Okay, so then the next one should be first. Clockwise goes forwards. Okay. And then second, clockwise. There we go. So third, I think. Yeah, you can hear the pins, the tabs clicking into place. But yeah, there we go. There's third. Fourth. Excellent. And fifth. All right. Well, just for fun, I came out to see if the tires would hold air. The front tires appear to have a tube in there, and they seem to be holding air okay. I mean, I just filled them, so I mean, you know, we'll come back tomorrow, but they're only supposed to put 10 psi in there, so, you know, they're not really inflated, but yeah, they seem to hold air okay. And this one, they also appear to be holding air. Check this out. It rolls. So, and the brake works. I got the springs back on. I got it put back together with the new stainless steel bolts. Greased everything I wanted to grease. Oiled everything I wanted to oil. New stainless steel mounting bolts and nuts. New bolts for the brake. What else? Oh, I did have some trouble with this one here. This guy, the original bolt wasn't biting into the threads, so I took one of the old bolts here, which has the same thread size but is longer, and I ground off all the bad threads, the rusty threads, and actually the rest of the bolt is in pretty good condition. So added a couple washers and fits right on there. So so that turned out good. Unfortunately, the pulley, I don't know. Somebody said that they were able to get their pulley on and off with the transmission on the chassis. That looks awfully close. I don't know. I guess it depends on how thin the pulley is, but we'll see when it gets here. Unfortunately, the drive pulley and the clutch pulley, they are not going to be here for a couple of weeks. Also, I will have to take this wheel back off because I'm missing a washer right there. But yeah, I did get it back together. It, you know, shifts great. Everything's working. Doesn't leak. So I'm pretty happy with it. Since I do have to wait 2 weeks for the parts to do any more progress with the transmission, I might go ahead and start on that mower deck. This will be it for this particular video, because I'm kind of at a natural stopping point here. So I hope you found this interesting, and thanks for watching.